He was raised in a society that scorned, ridiculed, and hated homosexuals. But it was also a highly developed industrial society, a society that blossomed and gave status and honor to those who contributed to its accomplishments and reflected its values. Its land was lovely, and its institutions weighty. Sports were exciting, and he plunged into them joyously. Things came easily to him, but he took his responsibilities seriously, and he worked hard, for his future seemed to offer nothing but success. A snapshot of Louis, right? No, a snapshot of his father, Bruno. Bruno was the product of his society, warts and all. He was what is sometimes called an alpha male, a testosterone-driven achiever, sometimes an inspiration to his associates, sometimes a blockhead to his opponents. His opinions seemed locked in concrete, but those opinions had helped him advance in society. It isn't hard to understand why he trusted his own counsel more than others. That is not to say he didn't feel love. He had a loving, beautiful wife, Corinne, and they had 2 sons whom they adored, Louis, 16, and Theo, 8. A medical doctor, Bruno had eagerly built his life around his family. They were prosperous and happy. What could go wrong? A lot. The world is not built with one individual at its center. Every individual has his or her own thoughts, feelings, and hungers, and each has that indefinable human instinct called love. None of us know whom we will love. Frequently we astonish our friends with our choices. Sometimes we surprise ourselves. But when it happens, we are enthralled, and logic has no role to play. Logic tells us 16 is too young. Experience tells us 16 is too young. Custom tells us same-sex is taboo. But all of these are swept aside if love comes. Some will say that maybe logic, experience, and taboo are all simply generalizations, and they fail to really understand human instincts. What do we know? We know Louis and Nathan fell in love. We know it violated the mores and values of Bruno's life. We also know Bruno was virtually locked into his own opinions. His reaction is instinctively brutal. Just separate the boys. Their attraction will eventually fade. After all, they're only 16. That's too young, remember? But maybe Bruno never read Shakespeare's Tale of Two Youths in Verona. Corinne cannot endure the hardship Bruno wants to impose on Louis. At first she reluctantly agrees to it, but soon realizes its inhumanity. She confronts Bruno and charges he is mistreating Louis. He is astonished. In his mind, she just doesn't understand. She understands all right. She takes the boys and leaves their home to live with her parents. I would like to pause here to mention something a bit abstract. Early in the story, when Louis realized he wanted to kiss Nathan, he had a monumental internal conflict. His conscious mind said no. His heart said yes. Watch him handle his conscious mind with 2 shots of vodka. In my opinion, Bruno now has a monumental internal conflict. His lifetime experience, his logic, tells him that what's happening to Louis is wrong. Sadly, it buries his feelings for his son, whom he has loved since his birth. I suppose turnabout is fair play. The writers seem to have written a profound parallel. Bruno Puzzulu delivers a perfect performance. Everybody in the audience absolutely hates him. They're supposed to. As the movie ends, Father Bruno has raced to see Louis' prize fight. Nobody can doubt that buried love is again growing. His face as Louis asks him to attend their victory party shows him precariously balanced for and against, attesting to how far he has already come. Stefan makes it clear he'll need more time. Maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel. We can hope.